Hi everybody, Dr. Pingle here. We're taking a look at some of the classification tools in ArcGIS Pro. This is a tile around Binghamton University that has been ground classified, so that's brown, and then building classified, which is red. The dataset contains some very high noise, which was previously classified as noise, but has now been gone back to one classification of unclassified. So we can take a look at that. And so the goal here is to see what we can do to fix this. So we've got a number of different tools for this, but what I want to work on here is some of the tools in the classification box. So one of the things that you can do is just select points like so and make a classification change like this. So we could go and say that this is noise and apply that change. And then those classifications have now been adjusted. We can go back into the map and we can explore these and pick out a point, and we can see that the class code has now been changed to 7. As we zoom in, we have a couple of advantages here that make this tool this tool set particularly useful. So for instance, here we have some unclassified building that's clearly a part of this roof that's been missed. We have a little bit more over here. And one of the things that's available that's really useful is to change the selectable points from all to, let's say, just 1 unassigned. And what that lets us do is that when we select these points, we no longer have to worry about selecting points that are classified as ground. So if we do this, and we have all the same kind of tools that you might want. So we've got a lasso that might be useful for us to come here. Now, the lasso itself, as I'm drawing this, you can see is getting both previously classified building codes and some ground codes that are nearby. But because I have the selectable points picked only to class 1 unassigned, it doesn't pick any of those up. If I try to pick up points over here, for instance, you can see that it's not picking any of those up. So being able to restrict kind of the from class, so to speak, really makes it easy to use tools like this in a way that just makes these edits quite fast. So then we can go in and we can say, let's change this to a building. We can apply those changes, and we'll wait for this to come back in. And now we've adjusted the classification for those points. Now, to do a really good job, we would want to go in and sort of look at this from multiple angles. You can already see that we've got some extra points probably down here that shouldn't be there. It looks like some of the points that we might like to have selected weren't. So because of our zoom level, those weren't selected. So we could come back in and we could try to pick these up as well and apply those changes. I think this is one of the downsides of the ArcGIS Pro interface because by default we're not looking at all these points. And those are settings that you can go in and change, but leaving in here as a sort of a common use case here, because not all of those points are visible. As you zoom in, you might find that some of the points that you thought you had selected, you hadn't. And in fact, here are some ground points here that we would almost certainly want to include. And at this level, we could probably just say we want them all. So we take those points here. Go, hit apply. And now we can select all of those points and apply changes. Now, some of those we're already building, so we're not really changing anything there. But we are changing those ground points that were mistakenly classified. So there's a little tidbit. Hopefully that helps, and we'll see you next time.